I ain't even mean to put that as the damn thing, but am I on Twitch? I'm not running this on Twitch. I thought I was running this on Twitch. Wait, am I? No. Wait. I don't damn know. Anyway. It's time. There we go. What the fudge? What is that one? What's that one right there? Wait, this one look tough. I don't want to watch it yet though. I might later. We gotta do that goodbye thing. I don't know why I was searching up. I bet.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
We always felt like our content was all about entertainment and being fun, but there was also this, sort of professional business side. One of the things that we knew was basically essential was getting our own website. Where people would basically see a proper official group who mean business and who can deliver. And we always had this vision of bringing things into existence that previously had never been seen.
This is the world's largest act.
We bounced a plane, a boat and a car, and it was wild. So today, How Ridiculous have 50 million followers.
We're in the billions of views.
Tens of billions.
That's pretty good.
I don't know all the things that we're gonna get to do in the next year or 5 years, but if we can do this as a job, anything's possible.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
Man, stop doing this, man.
Not so fast, huh?
Doing this
Worse than it is.
It looks worse than it is.
Oh, it looks like my front bumper. I'm gonna need a new headlight, right?
Yeah.
You got any ideas?
CarParts.com always delivers, and they carry quality parts
With trusted brands?
at a great value.
And the parts are guaranteed to fit.
Yes, sirrito.
Oh, wow.
I'm not talking.
Thanks. Now, what if I have to make a return?
It's hassle-free.
Now that's my speed.
It's time to start dance. Now that we got the dance out of the way, it's time to start doing these damn reactions. Who is this?
Where were you when I needed you? When I needed you, you promised that you would.
I'm taking that right from you, man.
Now I see who you strong.
Can I show that? Just about to get that up. How does stuff? Anyway. Over that.
Why is everybody still wasting their time trying to learn how to skip ads? Just download Pi and move on. This Chrome extension takes 5 seconds to set up and it blocks.
Oh shoot! I needed to finish this. Yo, Tej. Wait, I can't even do that.
Know what I'm saying?
She was typing in that
She was?
Instagram though, yeah.
Oh, I heard it right.
Yo,
You're so cute.
thank you,
You're so
thank you,
cute.
thank you.
But like,
Cousins.
what's up with y'all though?
I knew I wasn't hearing correctly. Damn, she's right.
No, we're not
I
streaming.
knew I wasn't hearing.
She is streaming. I mean, she is like.
You're so pretty.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you.
How old are y'all? You think he's cute?
I
I
can't
don't know what to do.
Yes. Oh.
Come
Oh, she said, "Oh sh."
Wait, what that mean?
Is she
I'm cooked?
Only me.
Not ugly. Oh, me?
What that
It
mean?
be
What
like-
that mean?
Yeah, like.
What that mean?
That's nothing bad.
If you could rate them on a scale of 1 through 10, what would you rate
Yeah,
them?
really.
Oh shoot, my
I'll
fault.
give
I
a-
just like didn't
a
see the
9.
chats.
That's
I just like didn't see the chats. My thing is like messed up right now, but it's cool. My fault. What up, Egg? Wait, Egg? Egg? What up, Egg? I can't say that, bro. I don't know how to say it, but like, Egg, what up? Oh shoot! Bro, I don't know if my thing is laggy either. I don't know. Yo, we should do a checkup on my.
Alright, November's after October, right?
We should do a checkup on my freeforms real quick. They're not forming. My freeforms are not forming right now. Let's check up. Hold on. There we go. That's why I didn't see them. That's why I got you. Oh shoot, yeah, I do remember you. I do have you added on Roblox. That's my fault. All right, let's do a freeform check real quick. They don't look terrible, but like it's just like they need to drop. You know what I'm saying? They need to drop already. Can I wait? Y'all see that? Oh shoot! Oh, damn. It's cool. But like, I know y'all see that. Oh my gosh, shake your chest. I don't got dreads. These bitches ain't even fall yet. Shit looks ugly. I'm in the ugly stage right now, and I don't like it. I'm in the ugly stage right now, but it's cool. It's cool. As y'all can see, hold on. I'm gonna start recording for this too. As y'all can see, right there, there, y'all keep unsubscribing to me. Why? What did I do to y'all? I'm not even relevant. I am an underground streamer. No one knows about me. Stop unsubscribing to me. Please. YouTube. Tell the people to stop unsubscribing to me. Respectfully. Looking good. Anyway. We about to get into some reactions in a minute. Wait, no, this one. I got a 2-strand twisties again, or 4-strand twisties again. Because they look good when they came out of the 4 strands. Because this was only 2 strands. I got a 4-strand twist them again. Because I don't like this 2-strand. Wait, your ears. My fault, yo. My fault, OJ. My fault, OJ. Anyway. Like, yeah, I gotta redo the 4-strand twist method. Wait, I don't know. This is wait, why is it doing that? You gotta go? I bet. Fix that. Oh wait. Yeah, that Drewski video, the Drewski could have been loved is actually so tough. I've been watching it too. That Glock 40 spaz. Hell yeah. It's kind of hard. Is that the
Well. Glock 40 spaz. What's on your mind right now?
Unsubscribing to me. Please.
Oh.
Damn, I need the subscribers. I was literally just at 314.
Close.
How am I at 310? Stop unsubscribing to me. Damn. It hurts.
What's the last thing that bothered you?
That when I had bought this, right? This shit still got some little links on it that loose, right? You know, I don't like my shit loose. I like my shit tight, right? That shit fucking, I gotta go back.
What was the last thing that made you happy?
Money. Oh, and when I seen Sumo at court. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to get off your chest? You can say whatever you want.
Fuck you, bitch.
Hey, what's that? That's Merc.
That be, yeah, bad. I was just talking. I ain't finna stop.
You don't want to make beats?
No. I was just talking, man.
Why did you say this?
I ain't gonna count, bro. To be real with you, just to show y'all I had bought that MacBook.
How was the MacBook?
I ain't used it yet. My student just asked me if I knew Glock 40 Spaz. Type of teacher is she? You should have told that nigga you were baby like. I mean, she want to get slimed in, she can. She got the snake in her bio, right? And her little name. Yeah, I remember that. That one hurt me.
What kind of mic do you use?
Well, back then I used a Snowball. It's like a video game mic type shit, like a screen mic.
Okay.
Come on, man. Don't do me like that, man. You know how it be when you locked up, bro. Hey, they came through, though. On God, they came through. Hey.
Send a message to women.
Stop trying to hustle niggas for money. Straight up. Yeah, what you know about that, bro? Behold a Pale Heart. It's a book about like conspiracies and shit. Facts. Like the person who wrote this book, he died. He like was a naval intelligence briefer team member type shit for like the government type shit. So he had access to secret files type shit. They already tried to kill him, right? You know, the book got out. You see, when I had this book and I walk around the jail, one of the officers, they were like, how you get this book? I'm like, dude, this is a religious book. Spent book. Yeah.
What other conspiracies did they talk about?
They talk about like satanic churches, like government got to do with satanic churches. Like, I mean, you feel me? I ain't trying to talk about that.
I'm back
I
on.
know I'm old.
Wait, did you just say that? Or
I know I'm old because niggas' rap name is enough for me to never play his music. What the fuck is a Glock 40 Spaz? Come on, man. Who the fuck is you, gay? Come on, man. Who's that?
Some old head.
Why you got a blue check? He got 99 likes, though. I ain't gonna hate on him, though. I ain't never gonna hate on nobody, right?
What the fuck is a Glock 40 Spaz?
A Glock 40 Spaz. Glock. Get you a Glock. Get you a 40, right? Whatever you wanna do, like, feel me? They got them, you know, Spaz.
what the hell is he talking about? Get a Glock, get a 40, and you spaz. What the fuck does that mean, bro? What does that really mean? Someone tell me what that means, bro. What does that really mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop covering my face, Nightbot. I'll shoot you. Move this down, bro. Which one is that? Is that this one? fixed it. Hold on. Alright, there. Hi, you're canceled. What I do, bro? What I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. What did I do? I said something. I did something. What did I do? Isn't that the one that has herpes?
Hey, Ashton Twins, I'm here to study. Huh?
Hi.
Oh, wait, what y'all doing?
Studying?
Oh my God. No, y'all being real? Y'all just studying, that's it?
Yeah.
Finally, y'all just want to study and that's it. Wait, what the fuck?
Stick it in.
I'm still. Whoa. No, bro, no. Bro, I'm straight. They not canceling. I don't even know if I want to. What? Bro, it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me, bro. 3, 4. Journey. We about to look at these people's freeform journey. Those should probably be tough. See his. This same person, I think. Alright. Okay, the video just cut off. Alright. I'm not gonna hate on them. Hold on. I'm not gonna hate on them. Alright? I'm not gonna hate on anybody's freeform. Because that's their preference, right? I just don't like how it's up so high, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop watching YouTube. It's making stream boring. I'll watch what I want. Alright, fine. I'll play some route. Like the ideology. The things you do always have a way of coming back to you. And damn, flashbang. I was not ready for that. We about to play some Ribbles. And I'm not seeing this, I don't think. So I'll be straight. That's not where I meant to go. Like at all. Like at all. So like bring me back. It's just about to hop on some Rivals and clip form. Can you play like a game or something? You're making stream boring. Like I'm boring regardless. Like I don't know what you want. Like I got you, bro. I got you. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Shut. Man, just undo that. No, bro. I just don't want one in general. Come on, dude. You know what? Fine. It's whatever. I'll just use this. All right. Let's go.
Let's go. Sarge, go easy. What's some real police work, rookie?
We're watching it. Here's even more boring. Yo, I get it, bro. It's boring. You don't gotta like start dissing me, bro. Come on, man. Alright, I just had to make sure. So we about to start clip farming. I just need to, get the music. Come on, man.
This song is a war cry. Warning.
Alright, there we go. We good. What's up, Kai? What up? What the hell do you mean, please update Roblox? Am I like gay or something? I don't even know how I got this. You guys cannot be serious. I'm low-key about to shoot myself, bro. Wait. Finally, someone else in the chat. You need to X out of Roblox, then whoa, sir. I don't have an X, okay? I don't have an X, so like, relax, okay? Relax. All right, let me stop being gay. Man. So like, hold on, before we even get into a game, bro, how y'all day been, bro? How y'all's day been? Like, it's been cool. It's been alright. I'm just asking a question. You know what I'm saying? Just asking a quick question, bro. Just asking a quick question. Alright. Yo, what's up? Wait, I thought you already said. Hey, what up, little newbie? I mean, I thought you already said it. I'm just tripping. Pretty good. How was your day? My day been kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I got some recognition in school though, so like I think that's a dub for me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big dub for me. Know what I'm saying? Hello, Kai. What's up? What up, little newbie? Are you gay? Of course I am, bro. Stop playing with me. Answer me. I did. Am I muted? Yeah, I said what's up, little newbie. I ain't ignoring you, bro. Come on, man. I ain't put on it. Damn. You know what I should be like? I'll be like, wait. Answer me, Kai. I'm sorry, the chat is moving too fast with 3 people in here. Oh shoot, the game started. Bang, on no flipping bang, yeah. I'm done. So playing. Ooh. Bruh, you need to watch that one. Oh shoot. I saw your little peachy self over there, bruh. Come over here. How did they go, bro? Oh, there you are. Bang, bang, bang. All I know is flipping bang, yeah. Oh, shoot, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Please. You need to watch that one meme that goes like, that was sus? What the hell are we talking about right now, bro? Ka-chow! Ah, damn, I thought that would get him. I do not treat, believe me. 360! Ah, shoot if that hit, y'all know that would have been crazy, bro. Yeah, and then tried to, wait, but like that goes like what? Like I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna be I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh shoot. I'm kinda terrible. I'm kinda terrible. What the hell are you guys talking about? That was sus. What? Bruh, I'm not looking at no sus things. Actually, I might, because I'm a little sus, but like, you're not getting into that right now. Oh my shooter, sir. Right, let me. Oh, the heck? What are y'all talking about, man? Like, I'm over here wondering. And then, man, Kai Banlin What? 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 What happened? I don't even know what happened, bro. What happened, though? What just happened? Bro, I might be the worst player, bro. Damn, he pre-fired that hoe. How the flip trying to what? What? What the hell is he talking about? Oh, Newbie, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Just said how the flip trying to nut in my. What are you talking about, bro? Yo, nah. Y'all is crazy. Did that show up? Please tell me that didn't show up. I'm his #1 supporter. Bro, I literally, bro, y'all know when y'all talking and then the water just come out your mouth? Oh my gosh. Y'all know when y'all talking and it just... yeah, let me just stop, bro. Say sorry for being suspicious. Yeah, for real. I don't even, that's crazy what you said, personally. 360. Wow, damn, bro. I'm dead. I'm messing with this gun. I'm messing with this gun. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shoot, it only has 1 bullet? That's a little gay if you ask me. Can it die? Can it die? I'm shooting myself. Bang, bang, bang. All I know is flipping bang, yeah. Damn it, no! I reload? Damn it. Oh, I might be dead here. 360? Come on. Say sorry, sir. What the hell is going on, bro? What are y'all chatting about in the chat, yo? Bro, I'm literally just seeing a whole bunch of stuff, bro. Get my name at it and with me like you say, Is you IShowSpeed missing son? Hell yeah, bro. And I'm Tej, and Tej is my father, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense, but like it's gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally, y'all know who Tej is, bro. I'm literally Tej, son, and yeah, bro. It's just been, you know. I'm Tej's son, and IShowSpeed missing, long lost missing son, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's like I can't go down the whole family tree. You know what I'm saying? It's just way too much. Looks the same and acts the same. What? Act the same? No, we don't. No, we don't. I don't know what the hell I was supposed to do. My accuracy is just on a whole nother level, bro. My accuracy is just on a whole nother level. Stop playing with me. I'm putting belt to... Watch this. Oh, where the hell is gonna be at? Got him. Fudge. That didn't hit him, bro? Goddamn liars. Well. What do you mean, well? I'll shoot you. TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. How am I talking about? YouTube. Don't take that out of it. Fuck. Where the hell did he go? No! That's his. That's his. What am I doing? No, it's not. Wait, that's mine. Oh, yeah. One more. What the hell is he doing? Alright. This the last one. Come on. Oh. That's just wraps. I'm done for. Damn. Hey, I'm gonna go. Wait, I need a replay on that. Man, I'm the GOAT. That was a 360 or not? Wait, I'm like tweaking out. I don't. Man, that was basically a 360. You know what I'm saying? Look at, well. Look at what we have here. A monkey. Lock in, bro. I got this damn flamethrower. Are we serious? Are we serious? I don't want a damn flamethrower. Man, I'm burning this. I'm torching this, bro. Torching him. Putting belts up. Behind. Stop playing with me. Alright, guys. I gotta get a little quiet because one of the parents just got home. So, like, can't be too loud. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not dying. No, I'm not dying. No. How did I just lose something like that? That's cool. Good. I know something they don't. Watch. I don't even know about that method. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know about that method. They don't even know about that method. They don't even know about that method, man. Look, you don't even know where I went. Take my shorty. Take my shorty, I'm gone. There you go. I told you they don't have the damn methods. And it just didn't place where I wanted it to. Come on, man. How is he? There you go. I won. Like, what do I even do in a situation like that? What do I do in a situation like that? Huh? You tell me. What do I do in a situation like that? I'm hitting him with a wall. Never mind. Like, he kept hitting me. So, like, well, it's whatever. I'm 360 no scoping him. Not 360 no scoping him, but like, I'm hitting the 360, bro. Told you, bro. I'm hitting the 360, gang. Hold on. Another one. How is this nigga not dead, bro? How is this nigga not dead? Come on, B. I'm the greatest in the damn world. Stop playing with me. Wait, I use this. Oh. He hit me when I was under him. Like I was like basically giving him top at that. Come on, bro. Zebedee. How does one hit something like that? How does one even hit something like that? It's raps for me, dude. It's raps. I'm cooked. Like, how does they even get her up there, bro? Where is he? There you are. Immense aura. Immense aura. Stop playing with me. The GOAT is back in town. That makes total sense. You go. Tell me none of these shots are hitting it. Alright, now we gotta. Know exactly where you're gonna be, bro. It's no use on trying to fight me when you're that far away. Get to the thing like that. Oh yeah, that big cute. No. 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 You shouldn't have let me heal. You shouldn't have let me heal because now the GOAT is coming back. And... Okay, that's crazy. $360. Shoot, bro. I got this in the damn bag. You sure somehow, bro? Don't let me aim in, bro. Don't let me aim in, bro. As soon as I aim in, it's raps for you, bro. Stop letting me aim in. I'm trying to tell ya what it takes to beat me. Just don't let me aim in. Okay? Yeah. Don't want to take my damn advice though, right? Yeah. And that's how stupidos like him die. Okay? That's how people like you die. Bang. Into head. Let me reiterate. I'm the GOAT. You are nothing. You are nothing. You hear me? You are a mere ant to me. Okay? Remember that. Wait, why do I play so calm? I'll be playing so calm. Get my chill guy music up. Shoot, I don't got it, man. Oh, here we go. Wasn't supposed to. If I still win this, he's terrible. Now we gotta be a chill guy, bro. We gotta be a chill guy. Wait. I'm like versatile with that. What? He killed me? How? I could low-key just do this, bro. Just start blowing me after a while, man. Come on! Stop using the damn katana. Why did they give us? Why are they giving this to us every single round? Like it gets to a point. Yes. No. One tap. On one. It's cool though, cause we just chill, you know what I'm saying? Just chill. Just chill peoples. We all peoples here. It's just some of us are chilling, some of us are not. Oh, peoples, guys. We can all be civil about this. Hell nah! Who do you think you is? I'm the fool! I mean, one's not that. Win was cool, I guess, but it wasn't that much. I'm sick and tired. It's the Turbans, the winner. I wouldn't care if I lost though. No, it's just like got rid of that part of me that just only cared about winning. Ever since then, my life has just been You're unsubbed? That's amazing. I forgot I gotta smile when I'm playing this music back. Because it's like kind of faulty. Because then I'm not like a chill guy. But like, I think I'm a chill guy. Did I just move wrong, right? That's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. I know where you're at. I'm not stupid. You're a fan. You're a fan. No. 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 No, bro. No. This can't be, bro. No. No. Damn it, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. Re-thingy, bro. Re-thingy, bro. Re-thingy, bro. Re-thingy. No. I might. Ooh. Oh, wait. I'm a chill guy. Okay, I was like spraying with such intensity, bro. I like pistols like this, though. Okay, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Slow your damn rolls. You're messing with. I mean, man, that kill wasn't even that impressive. Like, okay. I guess it was cool. It wasn't impressive. It's nothing to do. spelled right? I don't even know. I don't even care. No, no, bro. No. It was spelled right. I was tripping. Nah, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. What's this?
Auto Tune Unlimited, the most powerful collection.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. It's kind of butt, but it's kind of not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to feel. Where's Goose Creek? What does that mean, bro?
Hey, we gonna get the real.
I just added an extra minute to the song. Already heard that. Where was Darman at, bro? Darman should be right here. The amount of you're trash. I know, bro. I literally lost subscribers. Literally, look. Wait. Literally, look. I'm losing subscribers by the second, bro. I'm losing subscribers by the second. My aura is depleting by the second. I have no aura. Which video was this? Is this when he was coaching? Get clips? Nah, really. That's why I'm looking for Darman. That door.
I see dead people.
Hey, certified lover boy, Wow.
We have 0 clips. Bro, let me go on my CapCut right now and show you how much clips I have. Because it's honestly immaculate how much clips I have, but I just didn't edit yet. I have like 50 clips that I have still yet to edit. These aren't even the stuff. I just haven't put them in a folder yet. Yeah, some of them. I have an immense folder of stuff I just have not edited yet. Start from right here. This isn't even all of it. This isn't even all of it. I have hella stuff I just haven't edited yet. I might as well. What's this one? It's whatever though. I don't need no I just. What's like? Oh, anyway. Which way did I guess? I'm gonna just record the YouTube video, post it later. You know what I'm saying? Everything garbanzo beans. Everything garbanzo beans. Okay, wait. What was I even talking about? What was this? No audio. That was that time.
You looking for? I want to be the side chick.
Again, that was that time. There's no audio. Oh my gosh. I might end up shooting myself.
Bring it on home.
This one didn't have audio, right?
Bring it on home.
Come on, bro. Keep damn game and lock in, bro. This one I know had audio. Keep AM Gaming lock in.
My problem with you is you've said every single day you don't like Drewski. You here to be funny. You never been to Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm being honest. What you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me
Where's
to lie?
Switcheroo at?
Get out
Where's Switcheroo at? Hey, Switcheroo need to switch on that. Oh, wait. I am new to the live. What's it about? Switcheroo need to... Alright. Let me give you a quick rundown. Alright. Let me give you a quick rundown. So basically, we just do anything, bro. Like, anything I'm feeling, I'm just about to do. Like, I already switched the YouTube name like 4 times already. It was reaction, rivals, chatting, and then I don't even know what I changed it to. It's probably still chatting now. But like, yeah, that's basically it. We just do whatever. But right now I'm just editing videos, posting them on TikTok. Get more people to this channel. You know what's crazy? You see that subscriber how it's 310, bro? I literally lost like 15 subscribers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody just left because they don't like me or something. Snitch on that. Switcheroo need to switch on her, bro. Snitch on her. Why do I keep messing that up, bro?
House? I'm already here.
What the f I'm getting out of the house for? Because this old bitch want to fight me?
Don't say nothing else to me because I'm tired of hearing your voice. I've been standing on bitches all motherfucking night and all motherfucking day.
All right, respectfully, I do talk a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
I said shut the f up.
Bro, nigga, this ain't baddies. Why they keep
I know we
getting
found
into
this
damn
bitch.
fight? The only reason I'm gonna say this right now. The only reason I know that is because my sister. No, damn gaming lock in.
My problem with you is you've said every single day you don't like Drewski. You here to be funny. You never been to Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm being honest. What you want me to do?
Alright, hold on. Do this. And I'm gonna crop. I need a crop. How do I crop again? How do you do nice? I need a crop. Which one is that? Which one is the crop one? Oh, here you go. Is that cool? Keep damn gaming lock in, bro.
My problem with you is you've said every single day you don't like Drewski. You here to be funny. You never been to Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm being honest. What you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me
Keep damn gaming lock in.
My problem with you is you've said every single day you don't like Drewski. You here to be funny. You never been to Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm being honest. What you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me
Where's
to lie?
Switcheroo at?
Get out.
Where's Switcheroo at? Hey, Switcheroo need to switch. Keep damn gaming lock in, bro.
My problem with you is you've said every single day you don't like Drewski. You here to be funny. You never been to Atlanta.
Hey, at least I'm being honest. What you want me to do? You want me to lie? You want me
Where's
to lie?
Switcheroo at?
Get out.
Where's Switcheroo at? Hey, Switcheroo need to switch on that. Where's Switcheroo at? Where's Switcheroo at? Hey, Switcheroo need a switch on that. Oh, wait. Switcheroo need a snitch on that. Switcheroo need a switch on her, bruh. Snitch on her. Why do I keep messing that up, bro?
House? I'm already here. Go.
Where's Switcheroo at? No audio. Great.
Like and subscribe. Damn.
If I keep... Alright, we cool. Alright, we cool.
You ever been in a sword fight?
Yep.
Sword? No.
It's when you let the piss go out of control in the urinal?
I'm a squirter.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Begging, bro. Stop making me beg. What did I even say? Begging, bro. Begging, bro. Stop making me beg. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No, what do you mean coochie is coochie? You nasty. You is nasty as hell. Said coochie is coochie. Coochie is not coochie. I'm sorry to tell it to you, coochie is not coochie. Not in these parts. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No, what do you mean coochie is coochie? You nasty. You is nasty as hell. What the hell? Sign in. What you mean sign in? I've been doing this for like 30 years. Come on, bro. Now I gotta go to Blur. Where the heck is Blur at? This Blur will do. Blur third time. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. Alright, gotta export this. I might have to put it in display capture. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it. Hey, stop playing my damn video back. Yeah, it's for TikTok, not you, bro. See? Don't talk about how I expect. Slide video. I didn't even do it. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah. Alright. Where's the freaky cookie? There you are.
massage, fantasizing, my bitch.
I know this isn't all my
me on my body.
This is not all my favorites. Come on, bro. How she use a jerk? Bro, I just gotta look up clips on TikTok. That's what I'm about to do. Clips. Can't go back. Can't go back. Guess we're using this. Ooh, rewind that. Rewind it.
I can't go by. Come on.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. Coochie, nigga. No. No.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No. Coochie is coochie. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No. Coochie is coochie. Like not put text on it. I have to put it in drafts. Save in drafts. Right. I'm going to TikTok on the phone. Right. I'm go to our draft. That's in pop. It gets to a point. How does that? Right, text. How do I put a text on a computer, bro? How do I put a text on a computer? Just don't know, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm just utterly cooked. Oh wait. I'm forgetting I could just send these clips to myself. Hold on, I gotta call up a friend real quick. Celebrate touchdown. So back, and I found an efficient way to do it. Oh, dang, my eyes hurt. Okay, that's just glaze. Okay, that's just glaze. Wait, oh, that's why. All right, bro. Rap videos uploaded now. I'm gonna have to go dark. Now we wait and watch. I don't even know if I could show this on YouTube, but like what Kanye is doing is crazy. I have no idea. In Jesus we trust, bro. I can't even. I can't even. I can't even defend bro no more. Honestly, bro. Not defend him anymore. Like it's like, bro, he just been doing way too much. Like, he been doing way too much. Anyway, regular video show. All right.
10,001s, but I ain't in the club. Shoebox money trying to roll my ducks. Asked a bad bitch, she could hold my BLACK. And I'm stepping on shit, no knee brace. I was down on my ass, I couldn't see space. Now I'm up with the sky.
Oh, rewind that. Rewind it. And then I'll push this one.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No, it's not. Bro, it's just, he's saying it. Nasty. You was nasty as hell. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No, what do you mean coochie is coochie? You nasty. You was nasty as hell. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it. Ain't no way.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No, what do you mean coochie is coochie? You nasty. You was nasty as hell. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it. No, I can't.
Coochie is coochie.
Coochie is not coochie, nigga. No. No, what do you mean coochie is coochie? You nasty. You was nasty as hell. Oh, rewind that. Rewind it. Am I gonna have to send this to myself again? Shoot. Just do that video. You know, we doing good. Going on strong. Oh, rewind that. Rewind. Already got cousin. Go ahead. Gmail so I can try to extract the other video. I'm not leaving my Gmail though. Ali Federal. Is that video tough or what? 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 Bam, 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 bam. You just gotta give it some time. The likes gonna start rolling in, bro. Likes gonna start rolling in. Trust. Damn. That's just crazy, how he, bro, how he be? I was crazy, crazy, Nah, that low key be funny though. Oh my Dutch. Hey, CK. Hey, Ben, say. Oh, yeah, Bro, my phone just be tripping out sometimes. I don't it just be like, yeah. Hey, stop looking at me do that, freak. I'm back. Freak. You freak. Oh, it's not my phone, it's the app. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, bro, my phone never did this before. Like, my phone never did this before. Yup. That. Post. Another post. How much that is in a day? Don't even work. Alright, we gotta keep that in.
You pass. But only because I never want you as a getaway driver again. I was using you the whole time and you couldn't see it.
Nope, I knew. That's why I'm not warning you about the demon.
That's funny. That's funny. As y'all can see, right there. So short. Never mind.
Like and subscribe now. Like and subscribe now.
Hell.
Switcheroo. Switcheroo.
I knew Switcheroo had to stay. Switcheroo bad as hell.
You kind of like my personal informant. You bring me everything I need to know.
Well,
I wanted to see more.
Wow.
So I wanted to bring it.
Alright, no, we're not keeping that.
She looking at that gorgeous smile, that Colgate, that ding. Huh? Chicky, do you love me? What you need? I can do it for you. Tell me what you need. They want to rap about love, and so I'm rapping about 223s and lemon squeeze.
I want to rap about love. I'm rapping about 223s and lemon squeeze. That's a bar.
A panty dropper. A box of.
Whoa. Where did that come into?
Huh? Chicky, do you love me? What you need? I can do it for you. Tell me what you need. They want to rap about love, and so I'm rapping about 223s and lemon squeeze.
I want to rap about love. I'm rapping about 223s and lemon squeeze. That's a ball.
Huh? Chickens, do you love me? What you need? I can do it for you.
It was just actually just so utterly butt.
Tell me what
It
you
got
need.
to a point, you know?
They want to rap about love and stuff. I'm rapping about 2, 2, 3s and lemon squeeze.
I want to rap about love. I'm rapping about 2, 2, 3s and lemon squeeze. That's a bar.
A panty dropper. A box of
Whoa. Where did that come into play?
dropper, actually. It was easy. It just
It was not easy, bro. It was not easy. It was not easy for you, bro. Oh, you were struggling. You know you were struggling.
they want to rap about love and stuff. I'm rapping about 2, 2, 3s and lemon squeeze.
I want to rap about love. I'm rapping about 2, 2, 3s and lemon. Right now we stick it, you know. I forgot I need to start looking at chat, man. Focus on. I just can't. It's just like that. But it was low key, but like she was just chatting the whole time.
One Piece Bounty Rush. Play now.
So this YouTuber is about to spend the next few years in prison for pulling a dumbass prank. So this guy, his name's Dave, and Dave's girlfriend just unalived his other girlfriend. So Dave has been casually dating this woman for about 6 months. Her name's Liz, and they're dating, but it's nothing serious. But then one day, he meets another woman on a dating site, a woman he had seen before in the auto shop he works at. Let's call her Crazy. And Dave thinks Crazy is fine. So Dave and Crazy meet up and they go out and they have a really good date. And they immediately end up hanging out back at Dave's apartment. And then later, as Crazy is leaving, Liz shows up. She had stopped by unannounced to pick up something she had left at Dave's apartment. And neither woman appears to really care that the other one's there, nor do they say anything, because none of them are dating Dave exclusively, so it's no big deal. But then, over the next 2 weeks, Dave and Crazy start spending a lot of time together, and she starts crashing at his place at night. But then one day, while Dave's at work, Crazy texts him something that's way out of character. He gets a text from her saying she thinks they should move in together. And Dave's immediately like, nah. And that's when Crazy just snaps. She's like, fine, I hate you. I'm dating someone else. I don't want to see you anymore. Go away. And Dave's like, whatever. But then a couple of days after that, he starts getting more texts and emails from Crazy. And she's cursing him out and just saying really awful things. So Dave, he just tries to move on. And he continues to date Liz. But then Liz starts getting harassing messages from Crazy too. And they're insulting and they're threatening her. And one day she comes home to find from Dave spray painted in her garage. So Crazy's just going all out. But then Liz comes home one day to find her house burned down. And not only that, the fire unalived all her pets. 2 dogs, a cat, and a snake. And immediately Liz lets the firemen know. This fire was set by Crazy. So at this point, Dave is shook. I mean, this is getting out of control. And so he eventually gets himself a pew-pew, just in case. So all this harassment goes on for about 2.5 years, with them getting over 15,000 emails and 50,000 texts. And eventually they get detectives to start looking at this so that they can piece it all together. So detectives look at it, and here's the strangest thing they find. Crazy's been texting people from her phone and stuff this whole time, but no one has seen her in 2.5 years. Not her friends, not her family. No one's seen her since she was dating Dave for those 2 weeks. She hasn't answered any calls. She didn't show up to a wedding she was supposed to go to. And most concerning, in the past 2.5 years, there's been 0 activity on her bank account. So detectives start thinking, maybe Crazy's dead. And if she is dead, then who's sending all these emails and texts? And then soon after that, one day, detectives get a call from Dave. And he is freaking out because someone stole that pew-pew he got. Now Liz thinks it might have been Dave's ex who stole it. This woman, Amy. So Liz stops pointing fingers at Crazy and starts pointing fingers at Amy, saying Amy must have been the one who took the pew-pew. And then Liz goes and she files a complaint against her, saying she's really the one who's been harassing them all these years. But detectives have already started to get suspicious. And not of Amy, and not of Crazy, who they suspect is already dead, but they're getting suspicious of Liz. They start thinking maybe 2.5 years ago, after Liz found out that Dave was also dating Crazy, Liz then went and unalived Crazy and stole her phone. And then maybe for 2.5 years, Liz has been texting people pretending to be Crazy, sending harassing messages and emails to Dave and blaming it on Crazy, and then sending harassing messages to herself and blaming it on Crazy. Maybe Liz graffitied her own garage and even burned her whole house down and blamed it on Crazy. Maybe Crazy wasn't crazy at all. She was a normal woman who was dating Dave for about 2 weeks and then was unalived by a jealous Liz. So that's the theory detectives have. But then the next night, Liz calls 911 and she's at a local park and she says she's been shot in the leg. So an ambulance comes and takes her to the hospital and she tells police it was Amy who came to the park and confronted her with a pew-pew and shot her. But police investigate and Amy has a solid alibi. So detectives are like, wait a minute, did Liz shoot herself and then blame Amy? So they go and they come up with a plan to trick Liz into giving them information about all these crimes she's committing. So they go to Liz and they're like, hey, we believe you about Amy, but we need your help in getting her to incriminate herself. Can you give us any info? So Liz goes home and she types up fake email confessions from Amy and she sends them to herself. And in these fake emails, she makes Amy admit to shooting Liz in the leg, and she makes Amy admit to stabbing Crazy 3 or 4 times, and then putting her body in a trash bag. So Liz types up these fake emails, and then she gives them to the detectives. And detectives are like, wow, this is great. Can you get us more info? So then Liz goes and she makes more fake email confessions, pretending to be from Amy. And in these fake emails, she details exactly how she unalived Crazy in the passenger seat of Crazy's car. So detectives immediately go and search Crazy's car. And in the passenger seat, underneath the seat cover, sure enough, they find traces of Crazy's blood. Liz had indeed unalived Crazy years ago and is now trying to pin the murder on Amy by writing fake email confessions. So police arrest Liz, they charge her with first-degree murder, here's her mugshot, she goes to trial, and she gets sentenced to life. Shout out to Iowa and Nebraska.
I have to finish writing this paper. I'm swamped.
Just get Grammarly. It's free.
So one day, this woman goes for a jog around her neighborhood, when suddenly, bam, an SUV pulls up out of nowhere and 2 women get out, and they both have pew-pews, and they grab her and they force her into the SUV, and the SUV speeds away. Now, the woman who was kidnapped, she's a normal suburban mom. Her name's Sherry. And on that day, Sherry doesn't show up to pick up her kids after school. And her husband, this guy, Keith gets worried and he starts freaking out. And he calls the police and then boom, a search gets underway. And suddenly everyone's looking for Sherry. And this story is all over the media. And they announce a reward for any information about her disappearance. Someone sets up a GoFundMe to help with the search and it raises over $50,000. But unfortunately, weeks pass and no one has heard anything. And there's no sign of what might have happened to her. Until 22 days go by, and it's 4 a.m., and a woman driving along the highway, she spots a disheveled person on the side of the road. So she calls police. So police come, and they find it's Sherry there on the side of the highway, and she looks terrible. She's seriously beaten up, she's starved down to 87 pounds, all her hair is chopped off, and strangely, she has a Bible verse branded on her shoulder blade. And of course, police know exactly who she is. They know she's been missing. It's been all over the news. So they bring her in and they question her a few times, trying to figure out exactly what the hell happened to her during those 22 days. But Sherry, she's being really odd about the whole thing. She's not telling them a lot. But after a few sessions with her, she eventually gives them this story. She says that day she was out jogging, 2 Latina ladies pulled up in an SUV, and they held her at gunpoint. And they put her in the SUV, and they drove her to some shady location, and there they chained her up. Now from this story, police get enough of a description of the kidnappers to draw these 2 sketches. But unfortunately, their faces are covered, so the drawings aren't much help. But police hear this story, and they keep wondering, why the hell did the kidnappers burn a Bible verse into her skin? And so Sherry tells them something, but she keeps changing the details of the story. And it's especially weird because this Bible verse basically says anyone who kidnaps someone else should be put to death, which seems like a weird thing for actual kidnappers to burn into someone's back. So of course, by this point,
I did. No audio. Great. No audio. Great.
She kind of is okay with being a side chick. I don't know if that's something that Drewski
No, I got money already. It really don't matter.
That was the test.
Listen, I'm doing
like
No, see, listen, these bitches is not keeping it real. I'm in this bitch for both reasons. What is you talking about?
You want the money and Drewski.
Yeah, both
And
reasons.
your boyfriend's okay?
No, you know it. Run that back. Run that big right there. He said what?
Yeah. Take the rubber off.
Take the rubber off, Drewski. Oh my gosh. Take the rubber off. Like, this just comes out of nowhere, bro. Tell you that just come out of nowhere.
police are suspicious of this whole thing. So they do DNA testing on Sherry's clothes from when she was taken. And the tests show that there's male DNA on the underwear she was wearing. But it sucks because that DNA doesn't match with anyone in their criminal database. Double until. At this point, about 4 years have passed since she was abducted. But then, out of nowhere, pow! Their DNA finally links with someone in their database. And basically, the results show that while they can't find a match for this DNA, they did find that it's close to someone else's DNA in the database, meaning that it's probably their relative. So they investigate, and they find that this relative is related to this guy, James. And James just happens to be Sherry's ex-boyfriend. So police find James, and they confront him, and he quickly crumbles, and he tells police that basically Sherry must have kidnapped herself. So here's what really happened. Sherry goes to the jogging track that day, and she randomly calls James to come pick her up. And when he does, she leaves her phone and her ear pods there where she was jogging, so it will look like someone abducted her. James then drives Sherry 9 hours away to his place to live with him. There, she starves herself to lose a bunch of weight, she cuts off all her hair, she beats herself up, and she has James brand a Bible verse on her shoulder blade for some reason. Allegedly, Sherry was just tired of her suburban life, or maybe she just wanted attention. It isn't actually entirely clear why she faked her own kidnapping. But after 22 days of living there with James, she decides she's done with this whole plot, and that kidnapping herself was a terrible idea. So she suddenly asks James to drive her roughly 9 hours back near her home in Northern California and drop her off on the side of the highway. And that is where the police found her. But here's the craziest part. According to James, he wasn't even in on the whole scam. He had no idea she was faking her own kidnapping. Allegedly, when she called him to come pick her up that day, he thought she wanted to be with him, and that she was just running away from her family and her abusive husband. Which, by the way, it turns out her husband Keith was never abusive. She made that up too. So anyway, police arrest Sherry. I don't have a mugshot, but here's what she looks like in real life.
Let me show you how to block this ad. First, you're gonna click on this video, then you're gonna download Pi. It's an ad blocker that's
So this woman, let's call her White Girl, because that's literally what everyone calls her. So somehow, White Girl, this young woman from an upper-class suburb, nearly becomes a Philadelphia drug kingpin. So White Girl is a club promoter, she's cool, she's popular, and she's really good at her job working in the nightlife scene. So she's always at a lot of parties, and occasionally, while at these parties, she participates in doing a drug that we'll just call Coca-Cola. And one day, White Girl is at a party, and an acquaintance of hers asks her if she wants to make a little extra money on the side while she's out working the nightlife scene. Basically, they want to know if she wants to sell Coca-Cola. And White Girl's like, alright. And so, bam, she starts slanging that Coca-Cola to anyone who will buy it. And to White Girl's surprise, she's actually pretty good at it. I mean, she's already a club promoter throwing parties for everyone, so I guess at these parties, she's just like, hey, wanna buy a little, something? And so the money starts rolling in, and White Girl keeps going, and she keeps getting more and more involved with her growing connections in the nightlife scene. And that is where everyone starts calling her the White Girl. Cause if you're out at a club on Saturday night in Philadelphia and you want some Coca-Cola, you hit up the White Girl. And so this hustle goes on for years, and it works really well for her. And White Girl is making bank. And she's moving kilos of Coca-Cola, and she's living the good life. And as she continues to sell more and more, she works her way up to near kingpin status. It's actually pretty impressive. Until it all falls apart. Cause one day, her business partner in all this, he sets up a very interesting opportunity for her. He's like, hey, I know a dude in Texas with a ton of Mexican Coca-Cola, and he wants us to help him expand into the Philadelphia market. And White Girl's like, sweet bro, let's do it. And soon enough, a delivery truck is headed from Texas to White Girl's apartment in Philadelphia, carrying around 12 kilos of pure Mexican Coca-Cola. But here's where it all goes wrong. Soon enough, a rival group of Coca-Cola dealers, they get word that White Girl is about to have 12 fat kilos in her apartment. And they're like, oh, hell no, not on my turf. Particularly, this guy is mad about it. Everyone calls him Pooh. So Pooh decides, nah, we are gonna roll up to White Girl's apartment and we are gonna straight up rob her. So then, soon enough, the night the shipment arrives, Pooh and another goon, they go to White Girl's building. And they go up to her apartment on one of the upper floors and they break in. And pretty quickly, they discover, oops, my bad, we're in the wrong apartment. So they leave. But Pooh, he doesn't want to give up. He really wants to get his hands on that Mexican Coca-Cola. So he hits up a few more goons to come and help him out. And then later that same day, they all go back to White Girl's building to try to break in again. And Pooh, he waits outside in the getaway van while the other three goons, they go up to the 7th floor. And there, they wait outside the elevator for White Girl to get home. A couple of hours later, White Girl gets home. And she gets back to her building and she's with this other guy. His name's Timothy. And she and Timothy, they ride the elevator up. And they step off walking toward her apartment. And then suddenly, bam, they're surrounded by 3 goons. And they're all pointing pew-pews at them. And they're like, give us all that Coca-Cola. And white girl, she's not prepared for any of this. And she's like, take whatever you want. But Timothy, he's got other plans. And he's like, hell no. And he lunges toward one of the goons. And he tries to grab his pew-pew. And then there's a struggle back and forth. And then bang, 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 bang. And the goon shoots Timothy 4 times in the back. And then one of the other goons, I guess he panics, and he points his pew-pew at white girl, and blam, he shoots her right in the head, and she falls to the floor, and she's unalived instantly. Then that same goon looks at Timothy, who's down on the floor, and he points his pew-pew at him, and he fires. Bang! Finishing him off too. And now, with 2 unalived people on the floor in front of them, there's nothing the goons can do but run. So they all 3 run downstairs and out of the building, and they jump into the getaway van with Pooh, and they leave the scene completely empty-handed. So pretty quickly, with all the gunfire and whatnot, police are on the scene, and they go and they search white girl's apartment, and they find about $400,000 worth of Coca-Cola and more than $100,000 in cash. So they immediately know, yeah, this was all drug-related. And they question some of the people in the building, including this one woman who was friends with the goons and who had let them into the building so that they could pull off this robbery. And they get a search warrant, and they search this woman's phone records, and those phone records lead them directly to Pooh and the other goons. Plus, not to mention, the entire crime was recorded on the many security cameras around the building. So they were pretty much always fucked. And so, bam, they arrest Pooh. Here's his mugshot. And they also arrest every other goon who helped with the robbery. Here are their mugshots. And they arrest the woman who let them into the building. Here's her mugshot. And eventually they all go to court and they're all found guilty, and Pooh is sentenced to life in prison. And the 3 goons, they're also sentenced to life in prison. And one of the other goons gets a minimum of 6 years, and one of the other goons and the woman who let them into the building, they get off with time served and probation. So, shout out to Pepsi, I guess. So this woman, her name's Shantae, and Shantae has a problem. There's a dead guy in her garage, and she doesn't want police to find out. So she's got to do something with this body. So Shantae's 23, and this girl loves to party. And one night, it's a normal night, and she's at her friend's house. This woman, Fry. So Shantae and Fry, they're having a good time, and they start drinking, and they start hitting that Zaza, and they're doing other activities. And then they both go out.
What are you doing? You're sniffing a midget's feet, bro. Drewski. We peep gaming locked in. Bro.
No.
I still can't forgive Drewski for that, bro. That's just outlandish. Answer me, Kai. I'm sorry, the chat is moving too fast with 3 people in here. As y'all can see. What's up? What up, little newbie? Are you gay? Of course I am, bro. What's up? What up, little newbie? Are you
out and they hit up the club. And while they're at the club, they meet up with some other people and they keep drinking, and it's Thirsty Thursday and they got 69-cent drink specials, so you know they're having a good time. And then about 2:30 a.m. rolls around and Shantae's like, all right, it's time to go. So she and Fry, they get in the car and they leave. And she drops Fry off at Fry's house, and then she gets on the highway and she heads home. And so she's cruising along on this highway, and then suddenly, bam, something hits her car, and she screams, and she swerves around, and glass flies everywhere. All right, let me stop you right there. Before we get to this part, we gotta talk about this other guy, Biggs. Now, Biggs is a regular working man, he's a bricklayer, and he's in a relationship with this woman, his girlfriend. And unfortunately, girlfriend is having some financial problems. So Biggs lends her whatever money he has on more than one occasion. And because of this, he starts to fall behind on his truck payments. So then his truck gets repossessed. Once his truck gets repossessed, he can't lay bricks anymore because his whole business revolves around him being able to use his truck. So he can't make any more money. And then he falls behind on all his bills, and Biggs ends up getting kicked out of his house. And soon enough, he finds himself homeless. So for the next 2 years, he's bouncing around from the streets to homeless shelters and back to the streets. And he does find some work along the way, but nothing that gets him totally back on his feet yet. And then one night, it's late out, and he's walking around town. Not sure where he's going so late, but he's going somewhere. And he goes to cross a section of the highway, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, kaboom! Biggs is struck by a car, Shantae's car. And Shantae hits Biggs so hard that he smashes through the windshield of her car and into her windshield, lodging his body halfway into the glass. Like his head and torso are inside the car and his legs are outside the car. So Shantae screams and she starts panicking. Like, what the hell just happened? So she pulls over and she gets out of her car and she's like, oh shit, bro is stuck in my windshield. And she tries to physically remove him from the windshield, but once she touches his body, she's like, nope. Can't do it. So she just hops back in her car and keeps driving with this dude lodged in her windshield. Now, from here, Shantae doesn't do the obvious thing and drive directly to the hospital. No. Instead, she drives about a mile back to her house and she pulls into her garage. So there she is. She's parked in her garage and she's crying because, you know, who wouldn't be? And that is when she hears a moan. And it's coming from Biggs. He's seriously injured, but he's still alive. So she starts apologizing to him like, I'm so sorry, it was an accident. And after apologizing to him like 1,000 times, she then just leaves him there and goes inside the house. Later, as the night goes on, she comes back outside to check on him periodically. And each time she does, she doesn't like touch him or anything. She just apologizes to him over and over again for hitting him with her car. Now, here's the interesting thing. Shantae isn't your average Jane who runs the register at TJ Maxx. Shantae works as a CNA, a certified nursing assistant. So she knows what to do. She has the skills and training to render aid to this man. She just chooses not to. Instead, she calls Fry. Crying, panicking, telling her to come over. So Fry comes over immediately and she's like, girl, what are you tripping about? And that's when Shantae tells her what happened. And she takes her to the garage and shows her the man stuck halfway into her windshield. And Fry just freaks the fuck out and she just leaves. And of course Shantae leaves with her and they both sleep at Fry's house, leaving Biggs back in Shantae's garage. The next morning, Shantae borrows Fry's car and she meets up with another friend. This guy, Cleet. Because Cleet just got out of prison and Shantae thinks he might actually know how to help her. So Shantae takes Cleet to her house and she shows him the car in her garage. And by this point, sadly, Biggs is dead. He didn't get medical attention in time and unfortunately, he didn't make it. So Cleet is there and he sees the body sticking out of the windshield and he freaks the out too. But luckily for Shantae, Cleet does know how to help. And he gets an idea. And he calls his cousin to come over and assist them, and we'll just call him Cousin. So then the three of them, Shantae, Cleet, and Cousin, they come up with a plan to get rid of this body. So they get Biggs, and they wrap him up in a blanket, and they put him in Cleet's car. And then they wait for it to get dark out, and they drive about 5 minutes away to a nearby park. And there, they dump Biggs's body. They take their blanket back with them. The very next day, two older men, they walk into a nearby fire station. And they're like, hey, we were just at the park over here and we think we saw a dead body. So the fire department calls 911 and police show up to the park and that is where they find Biggs. So police immediately start investigating and unfortunately, they have no leads. No one saw anything, no one knows anything, just a random homeless guy's body happens to show up in the park in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, Shantae, she's trying to get back to her normal life. But unfortunately, she's having a little trouble. She's bummed out and she's all in her head and like, oh, is she gonna get caught? But despite all that, it seems like she may have just gotten away with murder. Until about 4 months later, Shantae's with some friends at a party. And she's finally starting to feel better. She's starting to move on. She's getting over it. And she's putting this whole tragic incident behind her. So she's at this party one night and she's had a few drinks. And she starts feeling a little chatty. And she starts to tell people this crazy story about the time she got wasted at the club and drove home and accidentally unalived a homeless dude. And a friend at the party who's listening to this story, she's horrified. So she goes home and she calls the police and reports her. The very next day, police show up to Shantae's house with a search warrant. And there they find her car, apparently still bloodstained and dented from the accident. So then, bam, they arrest her. Here's her mugshot. And they charge her with murder, and she goes to trial, and she's found guilty, and she's sentenced to 50 years in prison. While Cleet and Cousin, they also get found guilty, and they're also convicted. And they get sentenced to 10 years and 9 years, respectively. While Fry, she gets immunity in exchange for testifying against the other three. So, I guess that's nice. Shout out to Texas. So one day, this woman steps outside, and there's a package on her front porch. And she looks at it, and oh, it was sent by someone in her family. Cool. And she goes to pick it up, and kaboom! The package explodes in her face. Now the woman, her name's Sandra. And Sandra works at this restaurant, she's a server, and it's a good job, it keeps her bills paid. But one day, that all changes when this guy comes in and he sits in her section. His name's Steven. So Sandra takes Steven's order, and she's polite, and she brings him his food and just normal stuff. But the next day, Steven comes back, and he sits in her section again. And the day after that, he comes back again, and then again, and again, and again. And every day from then on. And each time he comes in, he sits in Sandra's section. And she doesn't give him any special attention, she just takes his order like anyone else. But each time he comes in, afterwards, he goes home and he fantasizes about Sandra. About asking her out. While Sandra goes home and she doesn't think about Steven at all. Sure, she's a little weirded out by him coming in every day, sometimes twice a day, but he seems mostly harmless. Until this whole pattern goes on for about 2 years. Like he comes in and he sits in her section and he orders food. But then one day, Steven gets a little courage and he looks at himself in the mirror and he thinks, today is the day. Today, I'm going to ask her out. So he shows up to the restaurant like normal, and he sits in her section and eats like normal. But this time, instead of asking Sandra for the bill, he's like, hey, wanna go see a movie sometime? And Sandra, she doesn't know what to say. She's like, I'm flattered, but no thank you. And from that moment on, it's all awkward. And poor Steven, his feelings are all hurt, so he leaves. And Sandra thinks, well, all right, maybe he'll finally stop coming in. But that's not what happens. The next day, he shows up again, and he sits in her section like normal, and he starts creeping. Just staring at her the whole time while she works, for hours. And it's really uncomfortable for her. And then the day after that, he comes in again, and then again, and again, and again. And each time, he just sits there and watches her while she works. And of course, this really starts to creep her out. So one day, she's decided she's had enough. So she tells her manager, and then her manager goes up to Steven and he's like, all right, buddy, you gotta sit in a different section. She can't serve you anymore. You're creeping her out. So Steven does. He sits in another section. But even in that new section, he just sits there and stares at Sandra the whole time from way across the room. And he takes any opportunity he can to interact with her while she tries her best to avoid him. Now at this point, deep down, Steven is pissed off. Like, how dare she reject a nice guy like him and make him move sections? So then outside of work, he starts following her. Or at least, Sandra's paranoid now and she thinks he's following her. She isn't totally sure. She doesn't have proof. But then one day, she wakes up and she goes out to her car and she finds that someone has slashed her tires. And she immediately knows it was Steven. And she reports it to police, but unfortunately, she has no evidence it was him. A few days later, she's at home, lying on the couch, and she hears something outside. And she looks out the window, and sure enough, she sees someone in all black in a black hoodie slashing her tires. And she can't see the guy's face, but she knows it's Steven. She can tell by the way he walks. So in response to this, she sets up a surveillance camera outside her house. A few days after that, she's driving to work, and suddenly her car starts sputtering. So she goes home and she checks the surveillance footage, and she sees the same guy from before in all black, but this time he's messing with her gas tank. The next night, around 2 a.m., she's at home, and she happens to look out her window, and she catches the same man outside messing with her gas tank again. But this time, she catches it early enough to call 911 while the crime is taking place. So then, boom, police go and they arrest Steven. And they charge him with destruction of property, and he gets found guilty, and he's sentenced to 6 months in prison. Oh, but it's not over for Steven, because while he's in prison, he starts plotting his revenge. I mean, he is pissed. Like, how dare she reject him and get him locked up? He feels he needs to make her pay, and he comes up with a plan. So he serves all his time, and once he's out, he starts putting this plan into motion. So first, he researches and logs all of Sandra's friends and family and their contact information. Then he goes and he buys a manual on how to build a pipe bomb. And then he gathers up all the supplies he needs, and he starts putting this pipe bomb together piece by piece. About 2 months later, he's confident he has a working explosive device. So he boxes it up in a little package like he's gonna mail it, and he makes the return address look like one of her relatives. Then, early one morning, when the moment is right, he shows up to her house, and he quietly places the neatly wrapped package on her front porch, and he sneaks away. Shortly after, Sandra steps outside, and she sees this package there at her feet. And she's like, oh, cool, someone sent me something. And then she reaches down to pick it up, and the very moment she gets her hands on it, kaboom! It completely explodes in her face. And sadly, it unalives her instantly. Now, because police already know that Steven had stalked Sandra in the past, he is immediately suspect number 1. So then they get a warrant and they search his house, and in his trash, they find the manual on how to build a pipe bomb. And they find his very detailed notes about Sandra's friends and family. So then, bam, they arrest him again. Here's his mugshot. And here's another photo of him in court, just so you can see how creepy he is. Buh. So anyway, he goes to trial again, and he's found guilty of first-degree murder, and he's sentenced to life in prison without parole. Good for him. So one morning, this woman is in the driveway, and she's beating up her boyfriend. Now the woman, her name's Alicia. She's 34, she's from Wisconsin, and she used to be a military police officer. Now Alicia has a boyfriend, who we'll just call boyfriend. And that morning, I guess they get into a fight, and Alicia starts to get violent. And he's in the driveway, and she picks up some rocks, and she sticks them between her fingers like they're brass knuckles, and she starts trying to punch him. And I guess she also starts threatening to unalive his whole family. And this is allegedly not the first time she's threatened to do this. But here's the thing about Alicia. She's a mom of 3 little kids, and she and the 3 little kids are all living at boyfriend's house right now. But she's been acting nutty for so long, at this point, boyfriend, he's scared of her. So I guess after the fight, he low-key calls Alicia's kids' fathers. Both of them, because there's more than one. And he tells them that she's crazy and that he's worried about those kids. So each of the kids' fathers, separately, they call the police. And they're like, Alicia's crazy. Go over there and take my kids away from her. Meanwhile, I guess, Alicia, boyfriend, and the kids, they all had plans to take the boat out on the lake for the day. So they all go out to the lake. And eventually, police show up. And they're looking to take Alicia's kids.
Sit down and talk. I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
My lawyer said that I get them until the date that is on my phone.
And so Alicia calls her lawyer.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's fine. But we're going to take the kids
No, you're
now.
not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not. I'm supposed to let my kids go with these random cops to show up on a boat?
Alicia,
You're
stop
my
swearing.
lawyer. Come on, please. Tell me what to do.
And finally, police are just fed up with her stalling, so they're just gonna take the kids.
Okay, well, they're going to come with us now, and then you can...
They're not
yes.
going with you now. No,
Okay.
it's not.
Alicia, if you obstruct and resist us, we're going to place you in handcuffs for your children. You don't want that.
So the officers board the boat, and they round up all the kids, and Alicia starts turning into a psychopath about the officer getting a name wrong.
Maybe you should know what the you're going to say before the you come here. Come in here saying the wrong name of the dad.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
piece of cop.
Sorry I misspoke, Alicia.
She seems nice. So anyway, police take the kids away. Then, officers go to boyfriend's home with Alicia to collect some of the kids' belongings, their clothes and stuff. So they start collecting the kids' stuff. And while they're there, they low-key pull boyfriend aside and they talk to him, away from Alicia. And this is when he really starts opening up about how he feels about all this.
You gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, she's gotta go. She's destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch of...
Destroying your house.
Yeah.
I mean, there's broken glass in the bedroom.
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning. There's rocks in the driveway.
But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that either.
Yeah, I can't.
Does she have somewhere she can go? One of these vehicles hers?
Yes, but she won't leave.
She won't. So you want her out?
Yes.
We can get her out here for you. If that's what you want, we can have her removed.
But then she's going to come back, and she's starting to call my family at least 12 times.
So then, boyfriend suggests to her that she should leave. And to be fair, he seems polite about it.
Just go home, like your dad said.
While she is in the bathroom at this point, and I guess she tries to kick his dog?
Don't kick my dog!
Dad, I'm here. I can hear you.
Not kick
I am talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm gonna stand right here while you do it. Because of what you just did, that's not going to happen.
Because I scurried away and got back from him?
You were kicking.
The dog was in my face.
And at this point, the officer is just done with her shit. He's like, you need to get whatever stuff of yours you can gather, and you need to get the hell out of boyfriend's house now.
What were my options?
You can gather up the stuff you need for tonight, and you can go, and Ted will make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to you.
can't Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stay on there?
Because we don't have all night to do that. You're gonna have to make other arrangements if you have that much stuff. So your options are, you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you. And I don't want to take you.
So then Alicia starts gathering her stuff to leave for the night. But now...
Realistically, if I'm in this situation where that white girl is beating on me, if I'm in this situation where that white girl is beating on me, easy, simple as that. I missed the camera though. But if I'm ever in that situation where that white girl is beating on me, enjoy my presence. You're not gonna have it. Where I'm realistically in that situation.
Now she's mad at boyfriend, I guess for kicking her out. So she decides she's gonna try and take him down with her and get him in trouble too. So she starts asking boyfriend about some Zaza.
Am I allowed to take any of the weed or no?
There is none.
Well, you're not allowed to possess it, so no.
So she's trying to get boyfriend in trouble by talking about his Zaza in front of police because Zaza possession is not legal in Wisconsin.
Well, here, come on, I'll show you.
I'm not worried about it. Get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my.
You're not taking it with you.
Well, actually, technically, it's not mine though, so.
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
Now, luckily for boyfriend, the officers are cool. They don't care about his Zaza. They just want to get her out of the house.
We're not worried about that today. You need to Ma'am, I just gave you your options. You get your necessities and leave on your own.
I'm trying to find my. I lived here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
So eventually she goes back into the bedroom to pack up some more of her stuff. And this is when Alicia starts to lose it and fight with boyfriend.
Tubs, Ted. We bought tubs. Like with the f***ing lid on
Ma'am,
it.
you need to stop yelling.
Is he retarded or he doesn't understand? We bought
ma'am,
tubs. We bought tubs.
This is your last chance. If you continue to yell and swear, you are going to go into custody. I've had enough.
Swearing?
Yes, I've had enough. Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm getting my f***ing stuff. I'm allowed to.
So what do you want to major in?
Well, I like history, so I was thinking about majoring in education.
You can do anything you put your mind to.
Thank you. Most definitely.
Well, that's not always easy.
Well, nothing worth doing is easy, is it?
Elbows touching.
Well, time is up. And you better get going. You just let me know if you need anything.
He's pulling from half court and making it. Look at the way she looking at him. Look at the way she looking at him, bro. Why the hell I look ashy? Bro, the lotion on my face, literally. Look at the way she looking at him. Why the hell I look ashy? Bro, the lotion on my face, literally.
Swear! It's
You are not.
freedom of speech!
This
Look at the way she looking at
Get your stuff. Get your stuff. And
I'm
let's
getting
go.
my stuff! Quit telling me to do it!
But Alicia just doesn't listen, and she's stalling, she's dragging her feet, and officers just had enough.
You don't get in trouble for all the he has, but I get in trouble. That's so funny. That's so typical of you guys.
Ma'am, if I wanted you to be in trouble, I'd have took you to jail a long time ago.
Would have.
You're trying my patience.
Yeah.
Get your stuff and let's go.
Do you not see me getting my
I
stuff?
told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my... You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine? My stuff from the military?
Now, here's the most satisfying part of this whole thing. It's also the part that I can't really show you because it's a little violent. But, boom, officers try and detain Alicia, but she puts up one hell of a fight. Like, I can't show you the video, but here's a screenshot of it, and you can see she's on the ground hitting and kicking them, and here's another screenshot, and here's another. But then, in the most satisfying moment of this whole thing, pow! The officer tases the shit out of her. Here's a screenshot of her getting tased. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at her, it's okay. And like, yeah, I know, I clowned on her a lot in this video, which I try not to do too much of, because, look, one, it's a little mean, and two, people commit crimes for all kinds of reasons that I'll never understand, and I won't pretend to understand what motivates people to do some of the things they do. But I just want to point this out. She must have messed up really bad when both of her baby's daddies and her current boyfriend all got together and secretly called the police on her. They were like, hey, let's put our differences aside and come together like the fucking Justice League and get Alicia away from these kids. But anyway, after all that, bam, they finally arrest her. And I don't have a mugshot, but here's a picture of her in real life. I guess this is from her time in the military. And she's charged with battery on an officer, disorderly conduct, and domestic abuse. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any updates on her after that. And as far as her 3 kids go, the officer who took them, he took them.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all the
there, being loud, breaking wine bottles, and just being awful. And at some point, the Kroger employees notice all this, and they call the police. Minutes later, some police officers show up, and they go to confront them, politely.
Y'all was breaking stuff, y'all done broke wine bottles. It's on camera, they done caught y'all breaking stuff. Where y'all parents?
So there's a little bit of back and forth between them and the officers tell them to leave the store. But these guys are just not taking this seriously.
Time to leave. Get up, man. Time to go.
I heard you, man.
That way. Out. Out. Let's go.
Tie my shoe.
I'm not worried about your shoe. You can tie that outside. Let's go.
Yeah, they have no respect for anyone. Like, one of the teens gets into it with this woman who looks like a customer on the way out.
You ain't working nowhere.
Let's go.
You ain't working nowhere.
Let's go. Time to go.
You ain't working nowhere.
Are you his parent?
I'm not his parent.
All right, then let's go.
Yeah, his parent.
Let's go.
Now, this kid in particular, we'll call him Little Brother. And Little Brother is the biggest problem here. He just isn't listening. And this is where things really start to go south.
I'm going to put you in handcuffs in a minute. Do you understand that?
Don't touch him again.
Excuse me, he's going to listen or he's going to go in handcuffs. Now let's go.
I'm not even doing that. I'm finna walk up. I'm trying to get my ball.
No, put your hand behind your back.
I'm trying to get my ball.
Put your hand behind your back.
I'm finna walk up.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Put your hands behind your back.
Somebody get this.
No, you're not listening to me.
Get the off me. What the is wrong with you?
I gave you orders.
I don't give a what the I don't give a get the off me. What's wrong with you?
Oh, but it gets worse, because bro doesn't give up. In fact, he now thinks it's the appropriate time to just run, like he's gonna get away.
Up, down.
Now, if you didn't catch that because it's hard to see, I guess people in the store are really sick of these guys' because if you slow down the footage of him running, you can see that a bystander steps in out of nowhere and kaboom! He body checks this kid. Shout out to that bystander. Anyway, pow! They arrest little brother. Or at least they try.
Get off of me or you're going to cuff too.
It's not meant to be gentle.
I mean, he's not wrong. Handcuffs definitely aren't meant to be gentle. Now, little brother actually has an older brother there with him. This kid, who we'll call Big Brother. Same guy who was asleep on the couch. Now, if you pause the video of little brother's arrest, you can see Big Brother interfering. Like that's his hand grabbing the officer's arm here. Now, obviously, you're not supposed to do that, and this is definitely gonna be a problem in a bit. So anyway, they finally arrest the little brother. But Big Brother still got his hands all up in the situation.
Watch out, he ain't going on. Handcuffs on, man. Let go.
Come here.
Let go. Well, you get your goddamn hands on.
Hey.
So police escort little brother out. But for some reason, I guess he just wants to go to jail, Big Brother refuses to leave.
We ain't shopping anymore, so you can turn around and leave the store right now. Hey, where's your phone then?
I'm going to get it.
Where is it? We can help you find it. We're not walking around looking at merchandise right now.
I don't want this handcuffs.
You should be in handcuffs right now for assaulting my officer back there, okay? I'm giving you a chance to get your phone. If you're not going to get your phone, I'm going to take you outside and handcuff.
Go, come on.
You think I'm doing it?
Wherever you're at, come on.
Meanwhile, little brother is not going out without a fight.
I'm not getting in that car. Look, bro, can y'all please call y'all sergeant? Look, bro, no.
I am the sergeant.
Okay, look, bro. Look, bro, no, can y'all talk to me first?
Bro literally says, "Can y'all talk to me first?" Isn't that what they were trying to do the whole time before he decided it was a good idea to run from the police?
Back off.
Back off.
Get in the car.
You either get in or I'm throwing you in. You got 1 minute. Look, bro, wait. Can y'all listen, please? Look, bro, these handcuffs. Move your legs.
Get all the way in.
These
Ready to unlock Roblox digital gift cards? Start earning with Microsoft Rewards today.
What's up, guys? It's Lex from Los Angeles Recording School. Come check out some of the studios and gear that our students get to work with here on campus.
handcuffs, man. Can you please?
We'll adjust them once you're in. Get in.
Okay, you cannot.
Get in.
You cannot push me.
Get in.
I can't. The buckler's behind me, sir. I was trying to, sir. What the that hurt? My.
Now they do eventually get him in the car, but this isn't over yet, because Big Brother is about to be a problem. Now at this point, most of these guys have left. A couple of them left at the beginning when the officers were escorting them out. And they do eventually get Big Brother and two of his friends to leave the area. But then, for some stupid reason, these three insist on coming back to Kroger.
Stop right there. You're not coming in closer. Stop and walk down there.
The officer said we can come over here. That officer over there said we can come over here. You got pepper spray out like we are threatening. We just standing.
Walk that way now, or I'm going to put all three of you in handcuffs and you can join him in the car.
Now, just to be clear, this could all end right now. Like it would be over if they would just leave. Like they've been trespassed. There's no reason for them to hang around.
All right, turn around, put your ass in your back.
Don't touch me.
No, turn around, put your ass in your back.
God, like what the tighten up. I'm standing here. You can get out my face.
Boss man, go ahead and put your ladder down for me.
Stand up. If I'm just sitting down playing.
Behind your back.
You're going to be under arrest too.
What the I do?
Battery on a Leo.
Battery on a why I didn't touch nobody.
Yeah, you did.
Now he says, I didn't touch nobody. But as we all saw, he did in fact touch somebody. He had his hands all over those officers during that arrest, which is a crime. And the most frustrating part is that he could have gotten away with it if he had just walked away when they asked him to leave. Why didn't he just walk away?
Let him handcuff you. Don't do this.
Now what the you mean I didn't touch no?
You want to get tased? Put your hand behind your back.
Let me go. Stop. I got the handcuffs off me. Tweaking, cuz.
And I just want to point out that he's apparently struggling so hard during this arrest that he drops a whole pack of Uno cards. You can pause the footage and you can see it. Like bro was trying to find his Uno reverse card to get out of this. Anyway, Big Brother is still mad, even when they put him in the police car.
I don't give a fuck that.
You're under arrest.
Get in the car. Take the badges off, cuz.
Then, for some reason, it's not actually clear to me from the footage, they arrest the girl that's with them too. She's apparently their sister. Cool family. So, what happened to them afterwards? Well, I'm pretty sure they're all minors, so at the end of the day, they probably won't get in too much trouble. Little probation, little community service probably. Now, I couldn't find any official information on them, like what happened to them after all this, but I'm pretty sure like they cleaned up their act and they all went and got an education. They went and got doctorates from Yale. Probably, right?
Nah.
So this girl, her name's Ellie, and she's 18, and
Yeah.
Ellie is about to
so
be
dark?
in big trouble. Because one day, she's hanging out with her boyfriend, and they're chilling, watching movies, playing video games, or whatever, and they're also allegedly drinking and smoking a little Zaza. But then, boyfriend leaves for work, and Ellie, even though she's a bit tipsy, she decides it's the perfect time to go to Target and I guess do some Christmas shopping. So she grabs a bottle of vodka and a little Zaza and she gets into her SUV and she heads over to Target. And as she gets there, she's listening to music, having a good time, and she swerves into the parking lot and skirt, she skids into a parking spot. And then she gets out and she stumbles into Target. Here's the thing though. When she pulled into the parking lot, people saw her swerving around and acting a bit drunk. So a couple of them contacted police and reported her. Then about an hour later, police show up to Target. And there they find Ellie in the parking lot sitting in her car.
I'm sorry, hello?
Hi, miss. I'm Officer Costa with the Crystal Lake Police Department. We're just talking to you because we got a couple complaints that you might have been swerving on the road.
And so she gets out and they're like, we heard you were swerving. And she's like, oh, I was just messing with my music. But the officers are thinking, that's bullshit.
Bro, I literally just been editing videos.
So she goes back into the car to get
my
her ID.
right
And
here,
one officer follows
I
her
literally
to
just
the
been
front
editing
seat,
videos
and she
and posting
shines
them on
her
my TikTok.
flashlight on what Ellie's doing. And that
I made some of them
officer
into
spots a bottle of vodka halfway under the front seat. But she doesn't say anything yet. Instead, she brings Ellie back and they question her a bit and Ellie gives them normal answers like, oh, I'm just Christmas shopping. But then the officer calls her out.
You have a little bit of a problem, okay? So I'm gonna give you an opportunity to be honest with me, okay? Because when you opened your door, I saw the bottle of vodka.
And so Ellie is in trouble. And the officer's like, hey, stand over there while we search your vehicle. And Ellie's thinking, oh, shit. If they search my car, then they'll find the vodka and maybe some of that Zaza, and I'm gonna be fucked. So what does she do? She blurts out the first thing that comes to mind.
You don't have the warrant to do that. Actually, I have probable cause because I observed alcohol.
But see, Ellie's not gonna give up. She really, really doesn't want them searching her car. So she starts to get a little aggressive.
Unfortunately,
No, I have a right to not let you search my car.
we're not doing this.
I have a right to not let you search my car.
We're not doing this.
Oh, but Ellie does not stop. Even when one of the other officers is like, we can see the Zaza right through the window. Doesn't matter. Ellie's convinced she's right, and she is ready to die on this hill. And to the officer's credit, they're actually really patient with her.
These are your choices. You can go stand by that squad car with these two gentlemen, okay? That's your first choice. If you do not want to do that, your second choice is I'm going to put you in handcuffs, okay? So, which do you
can't
choose?
search my car without a warrant.
And so, boom, they handcuff her. And Ellie, she doesn't like this at all.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Ellie,
Your t-shirt.
Ellie,
We already spoke about this. We gave you the option.
we have our hand.
Go to the car with them right now.
I need you have our hand.
I'll go to the car with them right now, please.
Ellie,
Ellie, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
Ellie, stop. You got her?
I can't be handcuffed. Please, I'm trying to watch the
Ellie,
car. I can't
stop.
be handcuffed.
Stop.
I can't be handcuffed.
Stop it.
Take me out.
I thought that was Steve Kane for a second. I was about to trip out there.
So then they get her into the back of the police car, and here she's really starting to lose control.
Take a deep breath. Listen to me.
Can you please take the handcuffs off?
You have to listen to me.
Ellie, listen to me.
Stop talking.
Take a deep breath right now.
Stop talking.
Take a deep breath.
And it takes a bit of work, but yeah, it seems like she's finally about to calm down. But then she starts crying, and like, you almost feel sorry for her.
Ellie, take a deep breath for me. Take one right now.
And then when that doesn't work, she starts trying to negotiate.
I'll sit here if you take off the handcuffs.
Okay.
If not, I'll run out.
He can buckle me up if you take off the handcuffs, please. He can't buckle me if not.
But like, yeah, here you can see her trying to use her leg to try and keep them from buckling her in. And so yeah, as you can see, she really doesn't calm down. Like, she gets even more out of control pretty quickly. And during all this, I guess her vape falls out of her pocket and the officer needs to confiscate it.
I need to take the vape.
No, you can't.
Come on.
You can't? Then
Listen,
give me $27 because I just paid all my. I paid.
I'm gonna put it in your car, okay?
You're gonna put it in
I'm
my
gonna
car?
put it in your car right now, okay?
Can I hit it first?
No, you can't.
No.
And this
I can't do this, man. Hold on, chat. Hold on. You definitely should.
whole vape situation really sets her off.
Please put it in my car. I just paid $27 for that. And I need that. Please. Please put it in my car.
These kids and their vapes. But anyway, so they're trying to pat her down and search her, and she really starts flipping out, and the officers, they can't control her. So they're forced to put her in what's called the wrap, which is a full body restraint. It's like handcuffs for your whole body. Here's a picture of someone they put in a wrap, and as you can see, there is no way anyone is getting out of that. So they're trying to put her in this wrap, and she's like kicking them and fighting the whole way.
I'm not ending my damn stream, bro.
Ellie, stop digging your fingernails into my hands.
But then finally, they get her in the wrap.
Shut the f***. No, I can't go in the ambulance. I will not. In my head, I can't go in an ambulance. If you call my sister right when you get the...
Hey, Ellie.
I can't go in an ambulance. My stomach hurts. Stop. Let go of my stomach.
So now she's in the wrap, and they throw her in the back of the cop car again, but Ellie has only got one thing on her mind.
Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who has my vape? Who's gonna answer? Who has my vape?
And from this point on, like without her vape, she just completely loses it. And so they end up taking her back to the police station, and at this point, they've wrapped her
That's my mic.
head. Like, they must be really tired of listening to her. But they throw her in a holding cell, and then she finds out she's gonna have to stay there overnight.
Hey, dickhead, that's my mic. I gave it to him. Use your head. Use your head. Use your head. It's my exact mic. Use your head. Use your head. Use your head.
It's just this right now.
And at some point, you almost have to stop and think, like, why doesn't she understand that this isn't gonna go her way?
It's gonna be okay.
I can't be here tonight. It's not gonna be okay.
So anyway, Ellie's charged with a DUI and battery of an officer and a bunch of other
Shut
stuff,
your damn
and
mouth.
she spends 6 days in jail, and ultimately she takes a plea deal and she gets 2 years probation and a small fine. And by the way, here's her mugshot. And poor Ellie, we still, to this day, don't know if she ever got her vape back.
Roblox is way more fun when you have Robux, but Robux cost money.
So this kid, his name's Colin. And Colin is a teenager, and he's also gay. Now, there's obviously nothing wrong with that, but the problem is he feels like he has to tell
Shut your
his
damn
dad.
mouth,
We'll
boy.
just call Dad. And they live in Oklahoma, and Dad has some really backwards views on things. So Colin knows he's not going to take this news well. Regardless, Colin comes out to his dad. And Dad, of course, does not take it well. He just can't handle having a gay son. So he decides to punish Colin, and he stops letting him go to school, because I guess Colin really likes school. And so he's not allowed to go to school, and he becomes a prisoner in his own home. Dad doesn't let him leave the house or have friends, and his parents are divorced, and he's barely allowed to talk to his mom on the phone. And so this awful punishment goes on for several years. And as you can imagine, Colin's anger builds up, and he starts to really hate his dad. But then, one day, Colin's 15 at this point, and he and Dad, they get into a really bad argument. And it gets heated, like really heated. And it turns physical and violent. And then, allegedly, Dad grabs a knife, and he starts chasing Colin through the house with it. So then Colin, he runs into another room, and he grabs a rifle. And when his dad lunges at him with the knife, Colin pulls the trigger. Blam! And he unalives his own dad. And then he calls 911. And when police arrive, they question him, and he says he shot his dad in self-defense. But regardless, they arrest him anyway, and they charge him with first-degree murder. However, when all is said and done, they can't find enough evidence to prove that it was first-degree murder and not self-defense. So ultimately, all of the charges against Colin are dropped, and he is a free man. So then, Colin moves from Oklahoma all the way to Florida. And there, he moves in with his mom, who we'll just call Mom. And things seem to be going okay with him and Mom. Like, here's a photo of them together, and they look all happy and stuff. But after so many years with his dad of isolation and abuse, plus the fact that he unalived his own dad, Colin's mental health is a bit unstable. So Mom, she's worried about this, and she brings him in to get a psych evaluation. And they keep him in the psych hospital for like 8 days, and they end up diagnosing him with PTSD and a personality disorder. And just as Colin is getting released, for some reason, he ends up telling the staff, if I'm released, I'll unalive myself, or maybe I'll unalive my mom. And the staff is like, okay, bud, we gotta keep you here for longer now. And so they keep him there for several more months. And then finally, they let him out, and he goes to live with his mom. And Mom, you know, to her credit, she tries her best. Like, she tries taking him on all these trips, and she's posting photos of them together on Facebook. Like, here's a picture of them, and they're taking a selfie together. And here they are on a trip. I guess she took him to Washington, D.C. So, like, she's really attempting to make this work. But unfortunately, it's not working. Like, Colin just isn't adjusting well. He isn't doing well in school, he's failing his classes, he's playing way more video games than his mom is comfortable with. And one day, Colin is playing games instead of doing his homework, and Mom threatens to take his console away. And this really pisses Colin off. So he goes and he just beats the shit out of her. And so then the police come and bam, they arrest Colin for domestic violence. And ultimately, he's put on probation. But while on probation, he continues to live at his mom's house. And Colin is like 17 at this point. And Mom, to her credit again, she keeps trying her best to make this work. She keeps posting pictures of them on Facebook together, and they look happy in these photos next to each other. And when Colin graduates high school, Mom buys him a $26,000 car. Like, look at that car. But it seems to not matter, because no matter what she does, Colin just isn't happy. You already know what's coming. One day, Colin and his mom, they get into an argument. And they're arguing about chores or something, nothing too major. But Colin has had it with his mom. So he just runs away. And he drives over to his grandma's house, and he hangs out there to cool off. But soon enough, Mom shows up. And Colin, he really doesn't want to see her. So as soon as she gets there, they start arguing again. And this argument is much worse than the first time. And so they're outside and they're yelling at each other and they're making a whole scene, and things keep escalating. And suddenly, bam, Colin grabs his mom by her hair and he drags her by the hair into the house. And they're still screaming at each other. And that is when Colin grabs a big chef's knife from the kitchen and he holds his mom down and he stabs her. And this unalives her. And then he calls 911 and police get there and they question him, and he tells them that he and his mom were arguing and that she came at him with a knife, and that then she fell on her own knife and unalived herself by accident. And pretty quickly, police are like, yeah, that's bullshit. And so, bam, they arrest Colin. Here's his mugshot. And ultimately, he's charged with first-degree murder and kidnapping, I guess because he dragged her into the house by her hair and held her there, so I guess that's kidnapping. And at this point in time, because of this second murder, they're actually looking into reopening his dad's case as well. Like, maybe his dad wasn't chasing him around the house with a knife. Like, maybe it wasn't self-defense. Regardless, this case hasn't gone to trial yet, so we'll see. Probably next year. So this guy, his name's Mario. And Mario has a problem. He's dating a woman who can do way better than him. Now, the woman he's dating, her name's Cecilia. And one day, Cecilia reconnects with one of her old college flings, Mario. And she hasn't seen Mario in a while. And they're both originally from Brazil. But now they both live in Sydney, Australia. So they think, why not try dating? So they start dating for a while, and I guess things are going okay. Because eventually, Mario moves into her apartment with her. Here's the thing about Mario, though. He's unemployed. And since he doesn't have a job, he's always hanging around doing nothing. And so Cecilia starts to feel suffocated by him. And over time, she starts to pull away from him. Now here's the other thing about Mario. He's a pretty controlling guy. And as she pulls away from him, of course, he tries harder to control her. Like, he's always checking to see who she's talking to, like, who are you talking to? Sometimes he even takes her phone or her computer to, like, snoop on her. And Cecilia's friends, they start to notice that she's not happy around him. And they're like, girl, you need to ditch this guy. And eventually, she's like, you know what? You're right. And so she goes and she breaks the news to Mario that the relationship is just not working for her. And after about a year of dating, boom, she officially breaks up with him. And of course, Mario is devastated. I mean, he feels like he can't lose her. I mean, he could never do better than her. So he just refuses to accept her decision, and he refuses to move out of her place. And he just keeps on living there. And then he kind of starts stalking her. And this is really scary for